Okay guys, Cav here, SEK Rush Outdoors. I'm going to move a coyote trap today that I had set along this intersection of waterways. We've caught I think 12 or 13 coyotes off this little intersection right here, but they're starting to catch on to us. They know the traps are where they're at. They're pawing the traps up, digging our dirt holes out from the back and stuff. So best thing to do is just move them, give them something new, and start catching them again. But I'll pan around here. You can see I got one trap right over there on the other side of that hump of the waterway. That's one that they're hitting a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another trap. I'm going to follow that burnt hay bale line down to the end of it right down there, and I'm going to set another trap there. This trap I'm getting ready to show you today that I'm going to set, I had it set right over there. You can see right here is where I've caught several coyotes, but it just ended up getting too muddy and I had to move. But they hit that one a couple of times, never caught nothing there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move back to where they're running this cut through right here of these waterways, and I'm going to make a dirt hole set right here. So let's get it set up and we'll show you the dirt hole. Windy out today, so hopefully you'll be able to hear me, but we had some requests on showing you the dirt hole set that we use, how to do it. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to use, there's just a little clump of grass right here. That's going to be my backing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do my dirt hole first. That way I know I can place my trap exactly where I want it. Now you can use a shovel to do your dirt hole, shovel part on your hammer, or you can use a drill with an auger. We like using the drill with the augers. My battery's dead today, so I'm just going to use my hammer. But using the drill, the dirt it brings out is real fine dirt. It's really good to sift on your trap or to help bed it. The problem with using your hammer is you've always got this in your hand, so you are leaving human scent on this hammer, and you're drilling a hole with it. So that's all we got today. So I'm going to show you the dirt hole set that the SEK Rush Outdoors uses and what we catch all of our coyotes in. So anyways, I'm going to go at a 45-degree angle, and what you got to do is you just kind of got to twist it as you go in. Just knock the dirt back here. You'll want to go in, probably 10-12 inches if you can. You want to make that coyote work for that bait in that hole. There you go. As you can see, that's about a 45-degree angle. It's about that deep, so it's about 10 inches. Okay. This next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to prepare my trap bed. Here's center of the hole, so I want my trap offset to one side. That way when he comes up here, front foot goes there and a front foot goes there to smell what's in the hole. The trap will be sitting right here for him. So we'll go ahead and get the trap bed made. Okay, once I get the trap bed about 1.5 inches deep there, we're using these disposable stakes. So I'm just gonna give that disposable stake a place to start and a place for my chain to rest down in there. So I'm gonna just take a center piece out right there, just like that. Now I'm gonna put an MB550 here. We got disposable stake, so you'll need a trap, disposable stake, your hammer, a sifter, and your stake driver. Of course, you'll need a pan cover and bait and scent, so I'll show you that in just a minute. But anyways, pretty simple, guys. You just fasten it on there, I always like to set my trap too before I drive it in there. Just sometimes it gets a little hard to set the trap. The ground is really hard for as much rain as we've had. Okay, get it pulled out. You can see I still have a hole there for my chain to go down into. That's about 7 to 8 inches, the center of that pan from my dirt hole. So we'll get some dirt in here now. You can just use this dirt that you dug your trap bed with. You got to make sure you get under the jaws, all the way around, underneath the springs here. If you don't, that coyote comes in and that trap does that. He steps on that jaw, he's going to be gone. So this trap has to be bedded perfectly. Very solid trap bed is what you got to have. Just take dirt, just keep packing it underneath the jaws. You can get pretty good at this after you do it for a while, where you're not very long at each set. Take a little bit inside too, pack under that jaw. You want this thing as solid as you can get it. Watch out you don't stick the pan with your finger. Set the trap off. It does smart, and I've done it a few times. Okay, now you can see he comes in, steps there, it's solid, steps here, it's solid, there it's solid, there it's solid. So that trap is solid in the ground. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my pan cover on. One little trick that we learned was these pan covers are the right size for these traps, but a lot of times the coyote will feel that, move under his foot, and a lot of times you'll see your pan cover dug off like that and your trap exposed. So what we like to do is just cut a little bit of that off, make it a little smaller. All it's basically doing is just keeping dirt from getting under the pan anyway. So now we'll take a little bit of our dirt, put it on there. Okay, once you get some dirt on there, right here's the pan. So I'm going to just keep pressing that. Get that solid all the way around. Just take your fist and just pound it. Now that ground right there feels just like this ground here that he's going to be walking on. Now I'm going to take some other dirt, a little bit drier dirt, put on top. Get a little bit on there, do the same thing. Now, I'm going to lightly dust the top of it with some loose dirt. I want to make it look like something's been digging here. Just kind of level it off. There you go. Right here's my dirt hole. Trap is sitting right here, offset to one side. Pan is 7 to 8 inches from the dirt hole. Okay. Now we got to bait it. You always want to wear gloves when you're setting your trap too. But you never want to use these gloves to bait your hole. So I'm going to take my gloves off. Get a little piece of sheep's wool. All this sheep's wool is doing is holding your bait for you. Get me a little dab of bait, doesn't take much. Put it on your sheep's wool. Smear it around, drop her in the hole. I always like to take my spoon and push it, make sure it's all the way down in there. Once I've done that, I'm going to put a little fox urine right here. Put a little gland lure. This here is a little bit skunky gland lure, so it's getting late winter, and we kind of go to the skunky smell as the winter goes on. Doesn't take much. I'm just kind of going to tuck it under the grass right there. Now what we do to finish the set off is just kind of bring some of this in, make it look a little more natural. You got a lot of straw here, grass. Just kind of bring it in so you don't have just a big dirt spot here. Just kind of pack it. Back the pad up. We always have a pad that we kneel onto that helps keep the scent off the ground. Just kind of make it look natural there. Just like that, guys. That's the easy, simple dirt hole set. This is what SEK Rush Outdoor uses, and we catch probably 95–96% of our coyotes in this set right here. So, hope you learned something today, and use this set, and I guarantee it will work for you. Thank you.